Good. Okay. So, good morning, everyone. We begin with chanting Universal Well-Being. May I abiding well-being in freedom from affliction, in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may I maintain well-being in myself. May everyone abiding well-being in freedom from hostility, in freedom from ill will, in freedom from anxiety, and may they maintain well-being in themselves. May all beings release from all suffering, and may they not be parted from the good fortune they have attained. When they act upon intention, all beings are the owners of their action, and inherit its results. The future is born from such action, companion to such action, and results will be their whole. All actions with intention, be they skillful or harmful, cause such acts, they'll be the heirs. So welcome everyone in the Merry Christmas Day.
You turn on the sound on the side? I check.
We have some
Is it on the Zoom?
technical difficulties.
Let me try. Testing? One,
Testing.
2, 3.
Maybe someone can say in
I
the
think
chat box.
probably it's okay. Maybe your microphone sounds okay. Yeah, sounds okay.
It's good. Okay, great.
I think your maybe audio setup in your computer, maybe something is not working. You might want to check your audio output.
So starting again. Happy holiday. Is today one of the most important days in the Christian calendar. The kind of celebration, remembers of the birth of the Jesus Christ. We used to see happy holiday. The holiday came from the old English word heilig, what means consecrated, holy or godly and sacred. So the question could be, this is from English part, but also is from Old German, is also holy, and from the Gothic part is interesting, uninjured or whole. How make this day whole? How make this day godly? This could be a good question for every Christian. And
every Buddhist.
Every Buddhist.
Every Buddhist, yeah.
And every Buddhist. How make every moment sacred? How make any moment holy and kind of sense of safety, uninjured? And I think that Jesus Christ can have a very simple answer when it's also the essence of his teaching is very well captured, and I will quote the Bible, of course, for today. Is from St. Mark 12:30-31. So that Jesus says, "And you must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, and all your strength. The second is equally important. Love your neighbor as yourself. No other commandment is greater than this." Quite powerful. Love neighbor as yourself. So it's interesting the love, right? Because it's very important. Love is the essence, I can say, as I know, as a born Christian, and still have a part of me which deeply respect Christianity. And this is the essence of the Jesus teaching, love. Love your neighbor. It's like we say, that Jesus came to teach this universal language of the God. You want to pray me? Love is the answer, is this vibration. And not just do for me, but for everyone. And I can say the neighbor can, from the Buddhist perspective, can include all living beings. Not just humans, as well animals. Treat everyone with the same unconditional care, which is very familiar for us Buddhists as well, right? The four boundless hearts. We're talking about the divine abidings, the kind of God's states, what we cultivate in our heart is loving kindness, love, compassion, equanimity, appreciative joy. And I think in many ways, the holiday, this sacred time when we spend with the family, loved ones, is the kind of bring remembering of this essential teaching. Love your neighbor. You know, all the preparation from the holiday is deep care, right? People cleaning their houses, try to be nice to each other, sit together, share the food, expression of deep care, and this deep care make this day holy. In Poland, I mentioned that we have a few interesting customs of traditions related to Christmas and especially Christmas Eve. One is all of us, when we came and sit together, we share the wafer, the kind of symbol of bread. And this is the moment, this is how we start the gathering. We wish everyone, and everyone stand up, and usually I went to my father, to my aunt, to workers, if I'm in the working place. Wish you well, that all your wishes will fulfill. And it's also the gesture of forgiveness. So before we sit together and eat, you become a part of my deep family. Not family because we are born together, because we care about each other. For me, this is a deep expression of metta, like unconditional care. And also we have a tradition that always on the table, the one seat is empty, and prepare the one plate. Everything is completely empty, with empty chair. This is the symbol, and not just symbol. This is a kind of intention that maybe someone will knock your door, and this neighbor you will receive as a family member. You offer shelter, you offer food. You are welcome here, and I want to serve you. The simple message was always remember the empty seat is dedicated to someone, to the stranger, maybe homeless, maybe refugees. You are welcome here. And everyone is welcome here. Another interesting custom you can find in the Polish Christian table is beneath the tablecloth is hay, small hay. Every table you can find in every family has this. And this is a symbol that, the story goes that Joseph Maria, when they came to Nazareth, when Jesus Christ was born, they couldn't find any shelter, any inn. All of that was full. So they decided to stay overnight in the place when the animals were kept. So they slept on the floor with fresh hay. And this night Jesus was born. They didn't have a crib for him, so they used the manger, what was the kind of container to feeding the animals with hay on it. So the king of heavenly kingdom was born in this kind of place, this kind of setting, this kind of interesting. I look at on it. So we usually on the table we remember that, want to honor that fact. And for me, that's also interesting. It could be interesting, I say, slightly Buddhist interpretation, that in the Dharma, what the Buddha showed to us, the path, start with right intention, right? And right intention is the heart of loving kindness, heart of love, you can say, means no non-ill will, non-cruelty, which relate to compassion. And the third one is renunciation or simplicity. And for me, to some extent, the place of the birth of the Jesus Christ showing this love, this deep care, is born from the heart of simple heart which is not full with stuff, we can say. Very, we can say poor, but rich in many sense, with heart what is able to let go. And we can let go, what come out, natural love, right? Care for neighbor, care for everyone, care for all living beings. So maybe time is up. I invite everyone to celebrate today, the holy day, with this kind of deep care for yourself, for your neighbors, for your family. And having not just, I say, holy day, but I can say holy hour, holy minute, or holy year. And when we remember that we can tap in, we can let go, have this kind of simple heart, full of care, that every moment, every second, every hour, every day become holy, become whole, and become safe. So wish all of you happy holiday. Amitabha.
Add one thing,
Please.
because Jingwei didn't talk about the first commandment that Jesus said, which is love God with all your heart, soul, spirit, with all your might. And sometimes in Buddhism we don't really talk much about quote unquote God in a creator sense. But I think Jingwei made a good point that Today is a sacred day, a holy day. And I think if you just kind of reflect on how important the role God has played in our kind of Western civilization in giving us meaning, purpose, a sense of deep gratitude. I would say God's grace, a sense of deep gratitude. And so my sense is this love that Jing Weishi was sharing is born from recognizing how we're part of this sacred web of life, and that we're constantly being shown a lot of grace from those around us, from the planet that we're on, from all the invisible aspects of our lives to potential other spiritual realms. I think that kind of humility to tune into is just realize, you know what? I'm in this fabric that's very sacred, being cared for. And so my natural expression in this life is just to share that with other people and love my neighbor or love all living beings as myself. So
Yeah, and maybe
just add a first commandment in there too.
one another note, because today is a special day. We can maybe a little bit go longer for our reflection. I think this is some deep value. You can see here we have a Christmas tree. Like, why Christmas tree in Buddhist monastery? Come on, guys, what's going on here? And I think it's, I very appreciate Abbey in Berkeley here, monastery, it's also Institute for the World Religion, is a deep appreciation for the Western culture, what we are in. So the Dharma cannot come here without respect. What was cultivated is the part of the web of this culture and people's beliefs and so forth. Same, like Dharma came to China. It is, in many sense, the Taoism, Confucianism is the part of the teaching, or deeply illustrate the different elements of the Buddha's message, I can say. And same here, we deeply respect that our brothers and sisters, Christians, and also know that many ways how the Westerns frame the experience, create the meaning, came from the Christianity, or Christianity came from the ancient Greek or Rome civilization, and always this kind of one part of the, I can say, the Western psychic. And it's, we can appreciate and learn from it, and maybe give another interesting flavor and perspective from the Buddhist principles, what they are not necessarily can be an obstruction or in conflict with each other, can influence each other and kind of let them shine even deeper. And
Okay, so let's do our 3 steps, 1 bow.